A daughter of the resurrection. She never speaks, yet the entire argument turns on her life. The Sadducees summon her as an unnamed figure in their theological play, a silent prop in a story meant to trap Jesus. Their question reduces her to a legal mechanism, a link in a chain of men whose names alone are preserved. A woman, they claim, a widow. Her identity and presence reduced to a mere footnote in a debate over lineage. In their story, she marries once, and death interrupts. She marries again, and death interrupts again. 7 times she's taken and left, her body the site where the family name struggles against extinction. There's a rhythm to the telling of marriage and death, until she too dies. The inevitable conclusion to a story shaped by the reality of mortality. No one asks what she wanted, or if she grieved, or whether she ever stopped expecting loss. Her life's been consumed by an economy that knows only one kind of future: survival through sons, survival through male lineage. The Sadducees' use of her reveals the structure of the world Jesus came to expose. It's a world built to manage death. Marriage, in their story, isn't companionship, but inheritance protection. Love is incidental. A woman's value rests in her capacity to preserve a man's name. Her identity vanishes inside a system where men pass her from hand to hand like a title deed. This is the house death built, a society shaped around scarcity, control, and the shadow of death, the one Jesus confronts head-on. When Jesus answers, he refuses to play by the story's rules. He names her indirectly by freeing her from their script. In the age of resurrection, he says, they neither marry nor are given in marriage. The line isn't the removal of connection and intimacy, but of control and possession. The world to come, and even now breaking in, doesn't depend on the anxious continuity of bloodlines. The woman's body is no longer the means by which men battle mortality. She, along with all others, is a child of God, being a child of the resurrection. When Jesus names her a child of God, he lets her step out of the old script the Sadducees tried to hold together. In one sentence, Jesus erases the role that's defined her worth and redraws her in the light of divine life. This transformation isn't flashy, but it's earth-shaking. The Sadducees imagine her as bound by 7 deaths. Jesus imagines her as unbound, alive in a community where death no longer determines belonging. The story that began with her body as a commodity ends with her identity restored in the presence of the living God. She's no longer confined to the role they assigned her. Jesus allows her story to open into something they never imagined, and a witness to resurrection. In the future, Jesus declares, she's no one's possession, no one's property. She stands as herself before God, no longer defined by whose wife she is or whose line she extends. The assumptions that once dictated her place in the story, inheritance, patriarchy, fear, begin to fall away. Death, which wrote every chapter of her life, loses its authorship. Jesus overturns the terms that diminished her dignity. Indeed, in the conversation between the Sadducees and Jesus, her story's where the kingdom breaks through. She embodies the difference between a world ordered by the fear of loss and a world sustained by the living God. Her story, shaped by loss at every turn, now opens toward a freedom the Sadducees' question couldn't imagine. Her story confirms Jesus' claim that God isn't the God of the dead, but of the living. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is also the God of this woman, alive to God, even when unnamed by history. In her silence, we glimpse the truth Jesus is unveiling. Life belongs to the living God, who remembers those this age uses and discards.